ICSE Class 9 Maths Chapter 2 Compound Interest without formula. Exercise 2B, question number 1. Calculate the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest on rupees 4,000 in 2 years at 8% per annum compounded yearly. So in this question we have to find the difference between the compound interest and simple interest. So let us find the simple interest first. Simple interest will be equal to PRT by 100, that is equal to 4,000 into 2 into 8 by 100 equal to, see, 8 to just 16, 16 for the 64, 640. So 640 rupees is the interest, simple interest for 2 years. For finding the compound interest for first year, that is interest of the first year, that is equal to 4,000, that is principal, rate is 8, 1 year by 100. So it is coming 8 for the 32, 320 rupees. This is the interest of the first year. Okay, what will be the amount for the first year? Amount will be 4,000 plus 320, that is equal to 4320. For second year, means interest for the second year, this is the principal, this is the amount of the end of first year, so this will become the principal of the second year. So principal into rate into time by 100. By calculating, we are getting 345.60. So amount at the end of second year is equal to 4320 plus 345.60. So this is equal to 4665.60. This is the amount, total amount at the end of second year. So what is the compound interest? What is the compound interest here? The compound interest here will be 4665.60 minus of 4,000, that is equal to 665.60. So the question was to calculate the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest. So difference is equal to compound interest minus simple interest, that is 665.60 minus 640, that is equal to rupees 25.60. Question number 2. A man lends rupees 12,500 at 12% for the first year, 15% for the second year and 18% for the third year. If the rate of interest are compounded yearly, find the difference between compound interest for the first year and the compound interest for the third year. So in this question we have to find the difference between the compound interest of first year and third year, means I3 and I1. Okay, let us write what is given. So compound for the first year, interest for the first year, that is equal to 12,500 into 12 into 1 by 100. This is equal to 1,500. So this is the interest of the first year. So amount for the first year is equal to 12,500 plus 1,500, that is equal to 14,000. This is the amount for the first year. This will become the principal for the second year. So I2 is equal to 14,000 into interest for the second year is 15. 15 into 1 by 100. This is coming 2,100. So amount for the second year is equal to 14,000 plus 2,100, that is equal to 16,100. Okay. So this will become the principal of the third year. So let us find interest for the third year. This will become the principal. So 16,100 into interest for the third year is 18%. 18 into 1 by 100. Again this 20 goes out and this is giving 2,898. So amount for the third year will be equal to 16,100 plus 2,898, that is equal to 18,998. So the difference, we have to find the difference between the interest of the third year and interest of the first year, that is equal to 2,898 minus 1,500. It is coming rupees 1,398. Number 4, question number 4. A man borrows rupees 6,000 at 5% compound interest per annum. If he repays rupees 1,200 at the end of each year, find the amount of the loan outstanding at the beginning of the third year. Means at every year he is repaying 1,200 rupees. Okay, so let us start. So the principal is 6,000, rate is 5% and time is for 3 years. Okay, so interest for the first year, will be equal to 6,000 into 5 into 1 by 100, that is 300. So amount at the end of first year, will be equal to 6,000 plus 300 equal to 6,300. This will become the principal. Before that, we in the question it is given 1,200 he is paying each year. So he repay rupees 1,200. So principal for the second year will be equal to, principal for the second year will be equal to 6300 minus 1200, that is equal to 5100. Now this will become the new principal for the second year. Okay, so interest for the second year will be equal to 5100 into 5 into 1 by 100. This is coming to 55. So amount at the end of second year will be equal to 5100 plus 255, that is equal to 5355. This is the amount at the end of second year, but he is repaying again 1200. He repay rupees 1200. So new principal for the third year will be equal to 5355 minus 1200, that is equal to 4155. Now in the question it was given, we have to find the amount that was outstanding for the beginning of the third year. So this will be the amount in the beginning of the third year. So this will be the answer. Amount at beginning of third year equal to 4155. Question number 6. On a certain sum of money, the difference between the compound interest for a year payable half yearly and the simple interest for a year is rupees 180. Here the difference is given. Find the sum lent out. We have to find the principal. The rate, if the rate of interest in both the cases is 10%. Rate of interest is given, time is given, compounded half yearly, and we have to just calculate the principal, and the difference between the compound interest and the simple interest is also given. So in this type of question, let the principal be rupees 100. You can solve by taking it to x also, but it is easy to take 100. R is equal to 10% and time is equal to 1 year, compounded half yearly. So first we have to find the simple interest. The simple interest will be 100 into 10 into 1 by 100, that is rupees 10. This is the simple interest for the first year. Now compound interest, compounded half yearly. See, when it is compounded half yearly, the rate decreases by half, that is equal to 5%. For first half year, that is 6 months. For first half year, the interest will be equal to, I am writing here first half year, then I am writing it 1. Okay, first half year. So interest for the first half year will be equal to 100 into 5 into 1 by 2 by 100. See, since the rate is halved, we are taking it for the first half year, then it will be 1. So it will come rupees 5. Then the amount for the first half year will be equal to 100 plus 5, that is equal to 105. Okay. Now this will become the principal for the second half year. So interest for the second half year equal to 105 into 5 into 1 by 100. This is coming 5.25. So the total compound interest is equal to, now total compound interest, because we have to find the difference. Total compound interest is equal to 5 plus 5.25 for first year, for second year, second half year, for first half year, that is equal to 10.25. See, the total compound interest is 10.25. So the difference, what is the difference now? Difference will be equal to 10.25 minus 10 compound interest, and this is simple interest. I'm writing here CI minus SI. This is the difference. This is coming 0.25. When the difference is 0.25, now unitary method, you have to use unitary method here. When difference is 0.25, P is equal to 100. When difference is, how much in the question it is given? 180. When the difference is 180, then I'm writing it here. Okay, principal will be equal to 100 by 0.25 into 180. When you solve this, you will get rupees 72,000. That is your principal amount. Question number 7. A manufacturer estimates that his machine depreciates by 15% of its value at the beginning of the year. Find the original value of the machine if it depreciates by rupees 5,355 during the second year. See, it is an important question. Let us do. We have to find the original cost of the machine. Let the original cost of the machine be 100. So let the original cost of the machine be rupees 100. So depreciation during the first year. How much? In the question it is given by 15%. Okay, so depreciation means 100 minus 15% of 100, that is equal to 100 minus 15 by 100 into 100, that is equal to 100 minus 15, that is rupees 85. So 85 rupees is the depreciation in the first half year, first year. Now depreciation during the second year, depreciation during second year, the depreciation in during the second year will be on this amount, this rupees. So it will be rupees 85 minus again 15% of 85. So 85 minus 15 by 100 into 85. In question only depreciation is given, not the total amount which is coming after depreciation. So we will not do 85 minus. Okay, we will not do this one. We will do only 15% of 85. That is only the depreciation. So 15 by 100 into 85. This is coming 12.75. Okay, this is the amount of depreciation. Okay, this is the amount that is depreciating the second year. So now unitary method, when depreciation for second year is 12.75, then principal is equal to rupees 100. When depreciation for second year is, how much in the question it is given, 5355, then principal will be equal to 100 by 12.75 into 5355. By calculating we are getting rupees 42,000. So the original cost of machine will be this only, 42,000. Question number 10. A man borrows rupees 10,000 at 5% per annum compound interest. He repays 35% of the sum borrowed at the end of the first year and 42% of the sum borrowed at the end of second year. How much he has to pay at the end of the third year in order to clear the debt? So earlier we have seen that each year some amount was deposited or repaid. Here percentage, 35% is repaid in the first year and 42% is repaid in the second year. So let us start. So interest of the first year, I1, interest for the first year will be equal to 10,000 into 5 into 1 by 100, that is 500. So amount at the end of first year will be equal to 10,000 plus 500, that is equal to 10,500. This is the amount at the end of the first year. The man repays 35% of this amount at the end of the first year. Okay, so he repays 35%. So 35% of 10,500, that is equal to 35 by 100 into 10,500. This is coming to rupees 3675. 3675 means this amount is repaid. So amount left is equal to 10,500 minus 3675, that is equal to rupees 6825. So this will become the new principal for the second year now. For the second year this will become the new principal. So I2 equal to 6825 into 5 into 1 by 100. By solving this we are getting I2 is equal to rupees 341.25. So amount at the end of second year is equal to 6825 plus 341.25. This is coming to equal rupees 7166.25. This is the amount at the end of the second year. Again he is repaying something. He is repaying 42%. 42% of A2 is repaid again. So amount left will be equal to 7166.25 minus 42% of this amount A2. I am writing A2. Okay, so 7166.25 minus 42 by 100 into 7166.25. By subtracting it we are getting 7166.25 minus, by calculation we are getting 3009.2582. So this is equal to rupees 4156.42. So this is the new principal for the third year. So I3 is equal to 4156.42 into 5 into 1 by 100. So we are getting, by solving we are getting rupees 207.82. So I3 interest for the third year. So amount for the third year will be equal to 4156.42 plus 207.82. So amount at the end of the third year, when we add this, we get 4364.24. Hence, he must pay rupees this much, because this much amount is left to be repaid. So this is the amount that is to be repaid, to be repaid, to clear the debt.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss